All right, go ahead with your story.
All right. So you find out like it can be multiple scenarios. So it can be on some shit where it's like you meet like how you ever notice you send somebody a friend request and they reject it because like they show back up on a suggested janks where it's like, oh, because if you send it, it says pending, but then like they may show back up on like the suggested friends thing, and it's like, wait, so that means you rejected it, or like you find out someone who like blocked you, or just someone on social media where it's like, yo, like I don't know what the fuck I did, but whatever. Like
Yeah.
when you see that person like in person, what do you do?
I
Like
just
like a
look.
real answer. Like, do you like address it, or like do you just be like head nod, do my own shit, or like especially if they on some shit where they like, yo, what up, yo, I haven't seen you in a minute.
And I just look at them niggas like I always do and then walk away. Like, fuck.
I always be so tempted to say something where it's just like, they don't smile on my face. Like,
I just look at them like I do everybody else. So that dumbass look they get mad about. Like, nigga, who are you?
I be so tempted, especially like if it's some shit where it's like a firm requested type shit where it's like, yo, I haven't talked to you in a minute. It's like I sent you a firm request, you declined it. Like you could have like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the you talking about? But I don't know. Like part of me like sometimes like I'm just gonna ignore it, but then at the same time it's like don't come up to me all happy like, oh hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. Like motherfucker, like what?
Nigga, I got 163 friend requests on Facebook. I don't even get on that shit.
Nah, I sort of do the same thing too. If someone don't reply to your text, you ever had that when they don't reply to your text, but then you see them in person and they like, I haven't talked to you in a while. Like you could have replied. Like what are you talking about?
No, everybody I see, I talk to every day, and when they don't reply, I just be like, I just make fun of them when I'm mad. I be like, damn. I be like, cool. Then they ask me a question, I don't answer, and I'm like, oh shit, my bad. I know you like you know my text, and it's just like, well, you're a dick. It's
I
like an unwritten rule though. Like if you text me first, I'm probably not. It's a 99% chance I'm not gonna text you back.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
light skinned niggas gotta be bitches. Like
uh, I don't know. Like part of me want to start saying like, especially like the shit where it's like you reach out to somebody and they don't reply, or like you try calling them, they don't answer, some shit like that. But then like it's just they got that they call it Southern hospitality, but I call it being fake. They do that shit where they smile like, "Hey man, I've seen you in a while," and you just look at them like, "Uh
Southern
huh."
hospitality is when you don't know the person.
Yeah, I know, but no, that's what they call it. That's what they call it down here. It's
No, that's
to them, it's
wrong.
not. To them, it's not called being fake. To them, like that. Oh, I'm just being polite in person. But yeah, like that's
Fuck that. I don't care. That's not down. No. And I don't judge certain people because people be going through some shit in real life. So, I don't try to be all like, well, dude, nigga, why you text me back? Da 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 da. I'm not like, no, you ain't fuck me, da da da. Because people be going through some shit. You know what I'm saying?
and I agree with you there. But my only combative point to that is they don't consider other people go through shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I understand everyone goes through everything, but it's like that's one of those things where like they should also understand that. You know, it just seems like when people give me that argument, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've been going through something." It's like, yeah, everyone's going through something. You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Like it's just
mhm.
I don't know.
It sounds like that really cut deep. But when you get cut deep, make sure you get cut in style. This is a box cutter designed by the man Merce. You see the logo, Spicy Adventures. Just in case, you know what I'm saying. You feel some emotional, relief. Get your box cutter, man.
And thank you to Spicy Adventures for sponsoring this video. That could be you. That could be you. Just hit us up. You should start for the email address in the for business inquiries to our 42 subscribers.
No, only five real fans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, five friends. But nah, man, I understand. I had it. That was I don't know. That was on purpose. Still. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that shit. But it do seem like cut you pretty deep though. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
got a
no,
band man shit. You want to talk about it?
no, no, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I was just curious because I was like, be seeing people and they be so happy to talk, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure like you don't like me, but but I guess starting shit off, like I guess obviously rest in peace to the man DMX.
The
Um,
dog.
like he's given us a lot of moments, a lot of hits over the years. Like just everyone lost someone that we felt close to. So prayers to his family. And
Yeah.
I guess for the pod, I'm gonna put like a I guess I want to put one of the prayers he said. Hopefully we don't get copywritten, but I just want to put like a prayer he said online. So hopefully
Yeah.
like I said, that'll be like our moment of silence for him. So
Yeah. That and then like pray to like Swiss Beats. I know he's fucked up about it. And Black Rob.
Father God, we thank you for this gathering of souls. The word says that when two or more gather in your name, that you are present, so we thank you for your presence. We ask that your grace and blessings are upon the show this evening. Pray that any obstacle the devil plans to place in our path be removed in the name of Jesus. We pray that there are no fightings, no stabbings, no shootings, no arrests, no drunk driving, no altercations or incidents whatsoever. We're able to touch one person for your name's sake, for your glory, and we've done something wonderful with our lives. The word says, one praying will save 1,000, two praying will save 10,000. We have to touch many more. Make every set of two people touch 10,000 people. We humble ourselves before you, Lord. We praise your name and give you the glory. We praise your name and give you the glory. We thank you, Father, for just being able to be here this evening in each other's company. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I think we should take better care of the legends in the music game. You know,
well, so all right.
legends, and then like the people that help pave the way. That's why I mean, you know me, I ask all them random questions like, what happened to the Young Gun and all them other shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the only
And
reason.
I know that sometimes they probably do try to help them out, but they don't want to take it or they trick it off, and that's on them. But at least try to help them.
I think people went overboard with that this time because like you saw like the game was acting like, oh, y'all didn't show them all stuff. I was like, dude, who didn't love DMX? Literally whenever DMX did anything, we all, what I'm saying? So like when he was like, oh, y'all all like DMX all of a sudden, it's like, yo, shut up. Like that don't apply to this. That don't apply
All
to
right.
this. I think
So
that applied to someone like Michael Jackson, who was like a walking joke. And then once he died, everyone wanted to be all like, oh, we love you. But
we want to
DMX,
decide anybody on this podcast. We all think Michael Jackson trash and will get washed out by Prince.
yeah, but no, think about it. There was a South Park episode making fun of Michael Jackson. Everyone was making fun of Michael Jackson. And then
Everybody
he
still
died.
do.
Yeah, exactly. So my thing with DMX is like nobody had any bad energy for him.
No, no. Let's be honest. Let's really be honest. The person they did it to recently, and that they fucking was killing at first was Pop Smoke. None of them niggas was a fan of Pop Smoke. Oh, this nigga made the same song all the time. I don't want to hear that album. All it is Welcome to the Party 34 times.
Yeah, I did hear that. I did hear that. So
How
yeah,
many
I agree.
times though? You
I mean,
saw a lot of nigga copy and paste that shit.
yeah, yeah,
A lot of niggas. A
yeah, that's true.
lot.
And but shit, if someone, well, sometimes too, like I, I I give the pass to King Von just because that that album introduced him to a lot of people. Like
Mhm.
like me being a Dirk fan, I knew he was. A lot of people didn't really like hear him like that until that album came out. So that's why,
Yeah.
like, for him, I give it a little pass too, just because like people just didn't.
I mean, oh, like I said, man, the first time I started heard look on King Von on was what's his name? Picasso. Picasso. What's his name? Chef G.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was before I think that was before he passed away or whatever. But nah, it's not it. Like I don't like people be giving the rappers their flowers, but nobody really cares unless you make a joke out. Like people have been trying to give Master P his flowers for years,
Yeah.
but everybody be like, "Who's that? The
Yeah.
nigga with the ugly ass shoes?"
And also, I think people should consider how active that person is. And so think about DMX sort of like we obviously like I'm not saying musically he's forgotten, but like he wasn't someone that came to mind until I saw like when he was on Drink Champs, stuff like that. Like when we have like these shows like the Breakfast Club had their moments, Drink Champs, or like their time like the topics like that, those are the times when like these people get celebrated. So like as long as they still active and they doing stuff, yeah, we're gonna always give them their flowers. It's just that we live in a world where like things are easily forgotten. You know, like the news cycle was just like, oh, some other shit happened. Let's focus on this now. So it's like, I think that's why sometimes it looks like, oh, y'all weren't talking. I'm like, well, yeah, like it wasn't a topic at the time. Like,
Yeah, and everybody knows, and it's been proven fact since Biggie and Pac died that you work more than you are dead and alive. Like,
yeah, 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 just
especially
yeah,
in the music industry,
yeah. You can go down
especially in
the
the music
list.
industry.
It sounds sick, but I feel like for some artists, it's like the label low key's happy. Like, oh shit, we might as well just cash out now. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
But I guess just to get like the death out of the way, another
Uh,
you saw the former NFL player PhillipAdams, he murdered
yeah.
5 people and killed himself.
Yeah, I actually like we didn't like that really didn't make a lot of like runway on the internet, nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's sort of it was back to the previous argument we had. This CTE thing is gonna they gotta do something about that.
Yeah, it's getting out of control.
Yeah, it's like obviously they said they're gonna test his brain for CTE, so I guess we don't know yet. But it's just like, okay, if every NFL player is going that acts out is going to have a case of CTE.
Then say
Like,
something.
yeah, like something has to be done. We just can't be letting this keep happening. Like, it seems like every NFL player that did some like maniacal thing, they're tying to CTE. So
Yeah.
it's like, yo, like what's going on? Like,
Like I don't understand, like, oh, like that. Like they say, oh, Aaron Hernandez had a very bad case of CTE.
yeah. Or what was Junior Seau? Didn't Junior
Yeah,
Seau kill
Junior say
himself?
how what's his name? Chris Benoit had it.
Yeah. It's
So
just
it's like
and also it's the case where like I hope everyone gets tested because it's like, well, are all the NFL players getting it and then just some of them are snapping or like what? Because it's like I don't. It's such a weird topic where it's like, yo, like is you sort of hope the scientists like, yo, can y'all do some more shit on this? Because like I don't know. I'm not saying the NFL should be like come to an end, but at the same time, it's like, yo, like all your players, not all your players, but well, yeah, damn near. If all these players that having cases of CTE, you can be like, yo, if all of them are the damn like a threat to like be a murderer after their careers, like
then it's
something's
like,
up.
y'all niggas did a good choice, character protecting them.
Yeah,
Saying they
yeah,
got a good character.
yeah. I know, I know. Give me a sec. I'm gonna close my window. That was a lot of shit.
Dude, oh, you back.
Yeah,
Commercial
close.
break.
No, it pissed me off. Of course, like I had my window open. This loud ass bike come driving by. But
uh
yeah, like it's I don't know. I just think CTE is it's such a weird topic because it's like none of us know what the hell's going on. But it seems like whenever something happens, they just say, "Oh, it was CTE." It's like, I mean, can you explain? Like,
yeah,
like, damn.
a regular person would think, like, since this had to like do with your brain and stuff, can't you look at it like they do with everything else and look at your brain function the way it functions?
They just
But they say
they,
apparently you can only do it when you die.
yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That I think every NFL player should be
they
able
should all
like
get
but
tested.
I don't know if you can do it that legally, but it's just something where like, hey, when you sign your contract, like, hey, your career is over, if something happens, we have the right to test your brain just to see. It's just I just think more
Yeah.
players should get tested, not just the ones that go crazy. because it's like,
Yep.
yo, like, is this so common? Like, what the heck? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. But and all then I see both sides of the coin because you are signing your body away
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's for you though. That's for you. You're signing your
yeah,
body away. When your career's ended and you're murdering other people, you didn't sign up for that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you signed for yourself. So like
yeah.
that's different.
I mean, you could say the same thing about some of these military people.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I mean, it's just opposite. One, you're fighting for your country. One, you're playing a sport for entertainment. But yeah, like it's just I get what
Really?
but I get what you're saying. It's just like I get what you. I'm just making it clear because you know someone's gonna be in the comments like, "Oh, the military, not the." It's like, oh my god, like we know this. But yeah, okay, just
Yeah,
yeah. You're right. You're right.
yeah. No, I was wrong with something else, but yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that's that. It's just I don't know. It's like some of this stuff don't really get talked about at all, and NFL do a great job of sweeping this underneath the rug.
I know. I know. I
They'll
know.
sweep the fuck out of this underneath the rug.
Shit.
Oh,
All they gotta do, for us black people, be like, hey, two teams are interested in signing Colin Kaepernick. I'm like, wait, whoa now. Like, hey, all right. Like
yeah.
that's all they gonna do to us.
Meanwhile, the blue lives pepper spraying the person that's in the military,
What you say?
pepper spraying the black dude that's in the military at a car at a what's it called and pour guns out on
That happened.
him. Yeah, that happened in
Like
Virginia.
when? In Virginia?
Yeah, like I think a couple days ago, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They always throw the sideball at you.
No, dude, the funniest clips I see is you ever see like a cop questioning a black lawyer or something like that? And that guy just sit there like, no, you can't do that. And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
what makes you say it? Because I know my rights. You can't do that. And then
yeah,
like that, and then they realize like, oh shit, that's like, oh shit. All right, man. We're just just checking. All right. It's like, yeah, shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny when you be like, "Yo, you can't do that." Oh, okay. And it shows you how. It just shows you like the human instinct. Like nobody's looking, you're gonna break the rules.
Oh yeah.
So if they break the rules, then who the fuck they think we're not gonna break the rules?
Yeah, I know. I think as is human nature, like you said, is like just to if I could cut corners, I'm going to cut corners. And then once you realize,
Hell
like,
yeah.
oh shit, I can't cut corners right here, you're like, oh shit, nah, I'm going
Uh,
around. I'm going around. My bad.
Yeah, yeah, because I definitely do that shit a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever went 30 miles per hour on a road that says 30 miles per hour? Fuck no. Niggas,
unless,
everybody go 40.
unless I see a certain car parked up there.
Yeah, everybody goes at least 40, bro.
And
Everybody.
even then, when I see the car, unless it's a school lane, if I see the car, I'm going like if it's 8:30, I'm going 35.
Yeah.
You know?
I went 30 this one time because the additional fine if you go above 30. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna drive this shit right by. Man, that was the fucking worst experience of my life going 30.
Yeah, quite the privileged
My
life.
minimal
That's
speed is 40, I think, in my car.
uh,
That's crazy. But but nah, since we was talking about sports and NFL and stuff, and Kaepernick getting a job back, somebody that really needs a real shot in the NFL, like a legitimate another shot in the NFL, and did nothing wrong besides have poor personality, or his off the court antics. Is the black fighter Marquette King.
yeah, but I don't to be honest, I don't know enough about the backstory there. But from what was presented to us, yeah, it's bullshit. Cause it's like he's having fun on the field. Like
Yeah,
remember how they picked on Cam Newton and Odell Beckham at first because they're dancing. Then all of a
yeah,
sudden the domestic violence and shit started happening. And they were like, oh, well, this is the stuff we should be promoting. So then they start
yeah,
promoting Odell Beckham and Cam Newton dancing. It's like
yeah,
MarquetteKing's the same thing. Like, yo, he's a punter having fun. Like the hell.
yeah. Bro, he kicked the ball and it hit us, and it was aiming for it. He kicked the ball and hit the top of the street light.
That's insane. That's
And you
insane.
telling me that nobody needs a punter?
Yeah, and it's just I personally I think this is how you know too the NFL the mindset in the NFL is so backwards. they do that crap where it's like we don't want our punter to rile up the other team, but it's like, yo, if you're confident and you like, that's the dumbest logic whatsoever. What it is these old guys who just have that same mindset. It's like if your punter can get the other team out of character, one, that other team's weak as shit mentally. Like
Yep.
really,
Yeah, they are.
really.
Yeah, and then two, like, what the fuck the big deal? You're supposed to get the other side riled up
Yeah,
so you can get the
exactly.
ball back. You're punting the
Exactly.
fucking ball.
And he
You're
was
giving it
such a
away.
he was such a great punter too. He was such a great punter. It wasn't like he's ass. He was such a
No,
great punter. Like
yes. And it's so like, damn, this nigga like, what the fuck?
I knew
Like,
I knew
that
there
shit is
was some
crazy.
I knew there was some of this going on though. Cause wait, I think he was in Denver. He ended his career in Denver and he did a radio interview and he didn't know who Brandon Stokely was. I think it was Brandon Stokely. And the local people in Denver was like, huh, how can you play for the Broncos and not know who a Denver great like Brandon Stokely is? And I was like, Denver great? Denver, great. Brandon Stokely was a third string receiver, like a slot receiver his whole career. He ain't, and he was with the Colts first, and then he came to Denver. I think, but still, like he wasn't some great. When they said that, I was like, yeah, y'all low key doing that thing where it's like, oh, he's black. Let's come on.
Let's pick
Like
something, pick something, pick
I
something.
know,
Hurry up.
I was like,
Uh,
I was
the
like,
nigga
damn.
don't put lotion on. Fire him.
No, it's like the equivalent to like you saying like Kenyon Martin's a Denver Nuggets great. It's like no, he's not. Like he is a nice player, but he's not a Nugget great. Like get the hell out of here.
Mm, I mean, all right. So here how I feel. If Allen Iverson made the list of Denver Nuggets greats, then
I,
Kenya Martin can.
Iverson is a cultural icon though.
I
Iverson
know,
is a cultural
but
icon.
when they do that shit and then they add Carmelo, that's how backwards Denver is, though.
No,
So
it's
like,
not. They were cool. They were
man, they did
cool.
not
It's just
add Carmelo because you
football.
don't like Carmelo.
Wait, I don't,
Oh
but you
yeah,
call when they call Brandon Stokely and Denver great, I'm like, chill, please
they
chill.
call who they replaced Carmelo with?
Danilo Gallinari, Wilson Chandler, Raymond
The
Felton.
Gallinari, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, one of them niggas. Like
it
what?
was Gallinari, Wilson Chandler, Raymond Felton. I'm trying to think. There's someone else in that trade, but Gallinari and Wilson Chandler were the two.
No, no, no. When they put out the all-time Denver Nuggets list.
Chauncey Billups was on there.
Yeah.
Chauncey
Why
Billups
do
was
you
on
put?
there
Wow. Why?
because he's from Colorado.
No, no, no. We're not doing that shit, bro. We're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
mean,
people.
no,
That,
dude who commented was right. He went to college in Colorado. He's like the hometown hero. And then he got
yeah,
them to they went to the Western Conference Finals when they had Chauncey Billups.
yeah. But fuck that. Carmelo should definitely be in that joint.
I don't know.
I mean,
He shouldn't.
uh,
Mm-mm.
mm,
Nope.
let's talk about it.
Nope.
Let's talk about it. The
Nope.
niggas in Denver hate him now.
Mm-mm. I don't care. Carmelo's not a Denver Nuggets great. Just cause how he ended it there, and for him not to do like really that much in his career, it's like other than like making All-Star games, it's like nah, like and like he was a total asshole when that ended. He was a total asshole when out of Denver.
So was fat ass James Harden.
Yeah, but James Harden got MVP.
I mean, did he really deserve the MVP?
Yes.
Like, no.
Yes. No, Duddy.
This nigga get more foul. This nigga get more free throw shots than
So
anybody. You
that's
know?
his fault they fouled him.
Yeah, that nigga flop like a bitch.
Nah, he
Yo,
I agree he manipulates, but he's getting
yeah.
fouled. It's just what he's doing. Like your arm is guarding him, he'll like swing his arm through yours, so it's like it's a foul. But I mean, like yeah, like
You
he's
caused it,
manipulating
nigga.
the play. Yeah, he's
That's
manipulating the
like a
play.
nigga falling down the steps and blaming the fucking person that made the steps.
A flop is you going up, not getting hit, and just going like, oh, he doesn't do that. Like it's just he just like runs into you and does all that shit.
Bro, I would throw it if I threw a fish on the table, the fish will flop less than that man James Harden.
Well,
Like, get
shit.
out of here.
Speaking about making it flop, but we talking about NBA players, flop, clap, whatever. What happened with your boy PaulPierce, Duddy?
Hey, yo, that's the nigga right there, yo. By the way, wait, time out, time out, time out. Before anything, Paul Pierce never played for none of my teams, and everybody know I like the Lakers and the Clippers. But
He
they
played for the
did
Clippers
play
1 year.
1 year.
Like the end. It was at the end when he was on the bench the whole
Oh,
time.
that
Yeah.
nigga was dead back then. Nobody gave a fuck about him. I'm talking about when he was the truth. He played for who? The Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, the Celtics, Brooklyn Nets. And I think his
Yeah,
last good year was with the Wizards. He had that one solid year with the Wizards.
yeah, but we don't talk about that. We talk about when he was with Brooklyn Nets and when he was with the Celtics. That's the Paul Pierce we know. They're getting stabbed out by Benzino type Paul Pierce, okay?
The Wizards Paul
Allegedly.
Pierce, the Wizards Paul Pierce
Allegedly.
did the I call game. Remember because he banked in the three, and they said,
Yeah.
"Did you mean to bank it? Did you call bank?" He said, "I call game." He's a hood legend, yo. Paul Pierce a
What?
hood legend.
Yeah, Joe Johnson had that nigga on the floor like he had the strippers on the floor. We ain't forget about that.
No, when he said, here's one thing he said, "Yo, y'all hating." I was like, "Yo, he real."
Bro, I don't even know where it came from. Like, where this whole chat thing came from, all I know is this nigga said, yeah, she from East Ebola or something like that. Yeah, we've been there before. Like, nigga, nobody asked you where you been. Like, what
when
the
I saw well obviously like he was banned and I know like we is legal now and everything, but I think John Sally he was on Vlad talking about like I didn't watch the clip, I just saw the headline, so I
fuck?
am
Going
guilty of
solid.
that. But he said he's worried about Paul Pierce after watching the video. So like I said, I didn't watch the video, but I'm thinking because Paul Pierce was married with like kids and stuff. So seeing that they think like, oh, he might be going through something at home. But I don't know. Like I didn't go that deep into it. I thought he was just like, hey, I'm done with ESPN. Let me just, hey, turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, what nigga don't be around strippers?
yeah, but if your job, you're not supposed to be posting that stuff. Certain jobs you're not supposed to post that stuff.
That's stupid. That
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that is
think
stupid
about
shit.
it.
I have an outside life.
Uh-huh.
Like when Jamel Hill got fired for on tweets, that shit is stupid. I
Yeah,
can talk the way I want to
Donnie.
talk.
If your job tell you can't do something and you do it, they have the right to fire you. You're signing a contract to work there. Think about it. Like, think about how would it look like if you were a police chief and you IG live with you a bunch of strippers behind you and you high. That ain't gonna look bad. Like I said, if your job tell you can't do it, you can't do it. People have their personal
That
life.
sounds
Just
stupid.
just don't post it. Just don't post it.
I mean, at that point, he probably like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's
But
why I think he was out. He knew like, okay, I got an opportunity somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He was like, whatever. But like, I don't think he's just like was that careless about it. I really think
nah,
I give him too much like credit as it like just.
nah.
I
But
don't
that
think he
nigga,
was that serious.
that nigga was so drunk. That nigga like he was crying. I want to be that drunk one day. Like just crying drunk.
But I
Like
think
what the fuck?
that may be what John Sally was saying. Like, what something might be going on at home
Yeah,
where it's like he, you know, but
he's acting out. He's not. And who the fuck is John Sally?
the homie from I think he played for the Pistons and the Bulls. See that old dude that's always shit. I'm trying to think where he from.
I heard that name before, but I want to call him. I just want to. I don't know. He sounds like a white man, but I know
Nah, he
he's
black.
black.
He black.
Yeah.
He black. But nah, like he used to be on. They used to have him on some show. I forgot what though. But yeah, he's like he talks about the stuff. And when he said, I was like, yeah, I mean, I can see why. Like you'd be like, is everything all right, bro? Like But
Man,
hey,
fuck that shit. Let them niggas go through it in peace.
so
They say he's supposed to be signing with Barstool or some sports shit. I don't know what Barstool is, but
yeah, it's like a
who gives a fuck about him?
I think it's like some pod. No, they're a big podding thing. I can't describe them. They host a lot of podcasts. They host a lot of podcasts. So he's probably just gonna work with one of the shows they got.
The podcast. Yeah, 'cause I know it was don't what's name still play Matt Barnes?
No, no.
Uh I was
Steven
just
Jackson and
checking.
Matt Barnes, they just got their own jank, but they don't play anymore. I think
I
Matt
was
Barnes might be playing in the Big Three. I think.
I didn't know if he still played for the regular league or not.
No,
Because
he
like,
don't. He don't.
because like that man be saying some like shit, like that man be saying some shit, and
Yeah.
then like they be like, oh, let's drug test you, nigga. Like you know, you get high. Like that'd be the most pettiest shit.
Yeah, but nah, he they don't play anymore.
Speaking of getting high and shit, July 1st this year we will be legal in Virginia, making it the first Southern country. That's a Southern country, goddamn.
I was good. If you'd have called it out, I would have caught that. I would have
Southern
caught that.
state,
I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention.
first Southern state to what's call it to legalize weed, which is crazy, but it makes sense though because they trying to make casinos out here. Them niggas like fuck it. We can't stop niggas from getting it if they go to DC and Maryland.
Oh, bruh, nah, they gotta create jobs. I've been saying that for a long time. They gonna have to create jobs. So they
You
gonna do
know,
whatever. They gotta do whatever to bring in that money.
I mean, we got the whole entire West that nobody gives a fuck about. Roanoke and all the other places.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
nobody ever go over there.
Those are just a bunch of campuses, go to college
Yeah,
campuses out there.
yeah, Lynchburg and all the other shit. So they
Yeah.
meet the like, we got all this land. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's ironic that they did it first. I mean, that regular Virginia did it first, not West Virginia, because
Yeah.
like it was like, yo, we still want slaves here. West Virginia was like, I don't think so, nigga. So for that to be the whitest state is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and that too. Also, I think it's going to be a play on how certain states want to document their crime numbers. So if you
Yeah.
got a bunch of like petty weed crimes, you probably like, oh, let's just legalize weed so our numbers will go down, and boom, like we look like a better state.
Yeah. But no, they definitely did because who the fuck wasn't going to Maryland, DC to get it?
Yeah,
Like
I know.
all
I
the
know.
North is legalizing it. You can't do shit about it. You're gonna have to do it.
Yeah,
Or you're just gonna keep putting people in jail. And then they're gonna be like, damn, Virginia's a very, crime-ridden place,
yeah. Which
especially Arlington. And that's where all the political people live. So
I have a random. I guess it's not so random, but I saw it was on a Breakfast Club. They had an update where they said like IggyAzalea. I guess she must have been asked about having an OnlyFans, and she was just like, that's not for me. Like I understand people doing that, but that's just not for me, or something like that. And I so bad like wish that I could ask her more questions about that because I so bad would like to say like it's not. It's just a lot of porn stars use it. It's not. You don't have to use it for porn. Like like you don't have to post nudes on it or
that's like
anything.
me
Like,
getting a cell phone and be like, well, I don't know if I'm music because a lot of people jerk off to it.
well, no, it's just it's just the shit where like when she would just talk, that I was like, you do realize that you could put something out there and say like, hey, if you subscribe to my page and send me your songs, I would like listen to it, and if I like it, even though like you can say what you want about her music, but even like, I may give you a verse or I might like send it over to somebody. Like it's just she could have used that so many different ways, but for her to just be like, no, I'm not into like it's like you do realize OnlyFans isn't just for like this little like sexual thing. Like
If she gave me a verse, I'm burning that bitch.
well shut up.
I'm gonna make
But
sure her voice is all fucking distorted. Or try to like at least up her like, nah, say this and this. Like, bitch, don't be coming at me on that whack shit. And
But
you better not say nigga either.
I even got mad though because when she
Because you got a
said
black
that,
baby.
I'm like, Donnie, like she has nudes online. She has posed nudes for magazines.
Herself.
Yeah. So it's like she posts videos of her twerking all the time. So it's like, wait a minute, do you just not feel comfortable charging for that? Or you don't feel comfortable doing it even though you do it? Like you do it.
And then she got mad, was like, all people care about this fat ass and da-da-da. And I'm like, duh. Like that's what all of these women rappers are talking about. So we're gonna talk about it.
And I mean, shit, you shaking it on camera. Like the hell you talking about? I just wish more people. I just wish she was more like up to like you didn't have to just assume it's just solely a sex
Go back
thing.
to your
Like
country,
porn.
Australia.
Like, No, she can stay here. Like, if you I didn't mean to upset you, you know what I'm saying? I love you.
They should have deported her, not 21 Savage.
Whoa, whoa. I'm putting direct the hate to him. Direct the hate to him. All the comments talking to him. I'm tired of y'all saying y'all. Say it to him. Say it to him. Tired of y'all saying y'all. Like, damn.
Fuck that. Like, I should have went to him,
Look,
not 21. Like, she been over here for a while with no paperwork. I'm just saying, like.
I say, if she needs to marry somebody to be a sis, and I'm the man right here. But allegedly, I'm just joking. I think you can go to jail for that. I'm just joking. It'll be true love. 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 Yeah, get me on camera saying nothing. I'm none of these dumb rappers.
I think you go to jail for that. Hold on, wait. Obviously, I was just joking. Obviously, it's a little joke. Like, come on now, give me out of here comes. So if he don't come back next week, you know what happens.
No. We'd have to get married, and then that's when they would address the video, and I'd be like, I was joking. Like, damn.
If he don't do it, he already did it before. So if he don't come back next week, that's what happened. The nigga's already married to somebody else. I'm saying.
Well, now this is sort of like the last topic I got. It's a serious thing, but unfortunately, like when people hear the name, they're going to denounce it. But I really think people should actually listen to what she's saying.
Give me the name first.
BhadBhabie, Catch Me Outside, girl. Now I'm gonna explain this. All right. So she recently spoke out how on the DrPhil Turnabout Ranch, there's a lot of questionable behavior. You know where the teenagers are sent? Yeah, I know it's called Turnabout. It's called Turnabout Ranch.
No. Nothing good's happening at a ranch.
I know.
Like,
I know.
But
But
before we even get started, I already know some bullshit because it's a turnaround ranch.
But like, so let me explain real fast.
All
So
right, go ahead.
She said there's a lot of abuse, like almost like torture behavior, like sleep deprivation, and she also mentioned the sexual abuse. So I'm gonna just sort of just so I can get my facts straight. She said they were malnourished, so they weren't fed, they were humiliated. And she said like the stuff they like to say is tough love, but it's like that's not tough love. And DrPhil now he's saying that he has nothing to do with the ranch and doesn't get any feedback from them. But BhadBhabie got upset. It's like that's cap. Like I understand like the workers not telling you about like, hey, I sexually abused such and such, but I'm pretty sure he knew about them not getting fed or them not getting sleep or something like that. And she's asking like all the other people who've been at the ranch to like share their stories. So obviously the sexual abuse, yeah, that's out. Other than that, what she said, do you know if DrPhil presents these things as a boot camp? Because how she described it was like,
sounds like prison.
Yeah, it sounds like a boot camp.
It sounds like jail, honestly.
So go ahead.
Who cares? Like niggas in jail go through that shit all the time. So
but that's
kind of like trying to show you that shit.
That's why I was saying if DrPhil's presenting this like a boot camp, the only thing she really got is the sexual abuse, and they gotta go with that. If he's saying this is not like a boot camp and like we're just going to be going to just like a therapeutic thing, yeah, that's a red flag. But that's a main thing because it's like I said, like it's a boot camp. Like that's what you almost expect at a boot camp. They're gonna give you that like crazy type shit. But other than like I said, the sexual abuse thing is itself like that's going too far regardless of what it is. But everything else, it's like, what is this?
I was humiliated.
Yeah, it's like
the fuck? Like really?
Yeah.
You didn't humiliate your mom outside?
Yeah, I know. The humiliated thing, but like the not being fed, that's overboard. And then like the sleep deprivation, It depends, because there's two
Yeah,
sides to that. It's two sides to that. It's like,
yeah,
is this the type shit where it's like they making you wake up at 6 a.m. and you going to bed at 2 a.m.? That's on you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like that's not on them. But
yeah. If they give you a set bedtime and then you fucking stay up, and that's on you. But
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
everything else, and like I said, the malnourished. I guess there are both sides to the being fed thing, but still, it's just from what she says. I'm really interested to see what comes about this, because it's like I just don't know what Dr. Phil. Obviously, like I've never been in that situation, and to be honest, I didn't care enough to research this Turnabout Ranch.
oh
But
no, I'm not researching no ranch because no FBI just coming on my fucking
I know,
ass.
I know.
Knocking on it, talking about some. Yeah, you talking about going to some prostitution ranch? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I just would like to know though, is he presenting these as a boot camp or not? Because that's a big deal. That's a big. If he's saying it's nothing like a boot camp, that's that like these allegations are a big deal. I really
But
feel that way.
if you see that nigga alleged house, then you will know that shit. I don't know. Like that house they had for sale that was in his name was kind of wild.
Be honest, I always knew Dr. Phil was shady because I think he got his
Not a real
start.
doctor.
Nah, he got his start with Oprah. Oprah would bring him on. So somebody asked him and said, "Hey, do you like credit Oprah?" And for him, like I understand being like, "Hey, I worked hard for this and everything." For him to just like not give her any love when someone asked her that, I was like, "That's sort of whack, dude." Like she
What if he?
did
What
get
if
you
he knew?
started.
What if she knew he was doing? She was doing some shady shit.
I mean, didn't she?
And
Who
he's trying to distance himself from her.
didn't she? Didn't she know someone else that was doing some shady shit? Who
They
the
all
hell?
do.
Isn't she like friends with somebody that just got caught up in some shit?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
But
Should
yeah.
have did your research, Dunny.
Ha 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 ha. I don't care that much about Oprah because she got her own shit. So
Yeah.
fuck her. I don't know what
Shit.
it meant that it's going. But
Yeah.
no. My thing is, what the fuck was all this shit at before? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where was all this before you wasn't relevant anymore?
Nah, bad. She turned 18 and cranked up an OnlyFans and made like million. So
Yeah,
that's how
but
she became relevant again. She became relevant again.
yeah, but I'm saying like, why didn't you just say anything?
I don't know, cause it's hard though as a kid, cause that's just like saying like I like say I don't know what exactly happened to
Oh,
her, but it's like
but
saying like it's like if a woman was raped, you like why didn't you tell us right away? You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't really, especially she was a young, what was she like 15, 16 when that happened?
I don't know.
She probably got older and realized like,
Bro,
yo, like
ain't
that
no
shit's
way.
fucked up.
Hell no, that shit was longer than that.
It probably was, but still, at a young age, she probably didn't like. You don't understand, like you don't really understand that stuff till you get older. It was like, wait a minute, what they were doing was messed up.
I feel what you're saying. But my saying to this is this, bro. She, her, her ass, her, my nigga, she's crazy.
She was wild, but still, like I said, this I'm still going to keep saying it because people like to argue with nobody. Sexual abuse is a big deal. That's something that should be taken out of it. Like believe me,
Oh no,
everybody
I'm not
got
talking about
caught in
that.
that shit. Go, but yeah, if it's
I'm
something
talking
like that,
about
just
the male nightmares
humiliation,
and shit like
yeah,
that.
humiliation and stuff like that. It's like, yo, like they put you through boot camp. You know what I'm saying? They put you through boot camp. That's what it was. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry for it. Like nigga, you shouldn't have been bad. You do the time, you do the crime. Uh, you got anything else?
Just your boy Bucky, he got off that brainwashing because Wakanda got him off it. And then and then
You still
and then,
like Wakanda?
and then bruh, so you got the new Captain America. He low key wanted to take the super serum, but he
The
was
gay
like,
one?
nah, shut up. The one that they got in the show, he wanted to take the new super serum. So like he was like, I ain't gonna take it yet. So he was about to like, yo, I'm taking Zemo back. We arresting him, yada yada yada. Shorty, the Dora Majale from Wakanda, they pulled up and they
Yeah.
said, nah, we getting Zemo. And he got all big bad, like, nah. And they were like, huh. whooped his
Nigga.
ass. They whooped his ass.
You don't stand
Afterward,
there for you. You
he
don't
got
stand in the way of black woman.
yeah, he got humble. He got humble. He was just sitting there like they're not even super soldiers, and they did that. So now he killed somebody at the end of the episode. They say he about to. They think he took the super serum just because he got his ass whooped by the black woman from Wakanda. Tell you. Now it was funny. Bucky even said he was like, "Bro, like you don't want to mess with them. I'm telling you right now, you would rather fight me than them. I promise you." But hey,
Yeah.
shout out to the black woman from Wakanda.
Yeah. Well, these fat asses upstairs walking around and shit. So,
But yeah, that's
can you hear
all.
that?
That's all I got.
Can you hear it?
A little bit. A little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Oh, fuck. You said something. I was going to talk about it on the podcast. Something really important that was me.
When were we talking about?
Oh, gaming news. We don't really talk about games a lot. But I want to know what's your opinion on games coming out broken. Broken, i.e., meaning it's not working properly, not the servers are messed up, or we can't get no servers. That's not broken, meaning they don't work properly or as intended.
So like you're talking about eh,
Cyberpunk 2020 broken, um,
all right.
like visual glitches still in the game and shit like that.
I think if it's something on like you remember when GTA 5 came out and everyone was expecting GTA Online to come in and it took like
Yeah,
forever to come in. If it's something like that, I think if the game just does something like how GTA gives out like pretty much every week you get like or every day, I forgot what it is, but they give you a bunch of money for GTA Online. If the game does something like that where it's sort of like here's our little apology for that, I can deal with it. But if it's something like 2K tends to do this a lot where it's like they just say, hey, it's been addressed, whatever, and then like just pretend like it never happened. That's the shit. It bothers me. It bothers me when they do that because I think that's just like you're just shitting on your fans. But for something like Cyberpunk, I it's sort of weird because they're gonna blame the pandemic. So it's like this time is sort of just weird to talk about because you don't know if this would have happened if it wasn't for the
yeah. But
pandemic.
what I'm saying, more and more games coming out like this, where
I
you
know,
got
but they're just going to blame the
broken product,
pandemic.
but push you back.
Yeah, you can, but saw what happened. They pushed back Cyberpunk. People got upset.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's certain people that retards that do it. Fuck them.
I think
Don't worry about their death threats.
as long as you like let them know, hey, here's what we have, here's the game, and then we'll provide updates. Or if it's something where they're leaving out something that was promised, if they say, hey, we're going to make sure y'all are okay on the back end, that's okay. But if they do some shit where like, let's just pretend like we never promised it, that's when I'm like, nah, like, nah, that's really messed up. But like I said, it's weird because it's like levels to it. It's like everyone has their own expectations for certain games, you know. So like servers being messed up is frustrating because it's just like, how the hell y'all not prepared for this? You know,
Yeah,
that's the one that
but
bothers me, especially like a game like 2K. It was like, dude, you come out
yeah,
with this
2K is
every year.
unacceptable.
It's
But I'm
like,
talking about for a new IP.
yeah. So like for 2K, you come out with this every year, so you should be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So some like Outriders with their servers going down.
Yeah,
What's another
that's what I
large
bring to.
game that they made?
That's what I bring. They Square Enix pretty much, and people
Square
comply.
Enix.
And it's sort of like I think, yeah. So they don't really do a lot of. I don't know if they have.
But they made the Avengers game. They should know how to do it.
Mm,
They should now it might not have been as big, but they should know how to get that server right.
yeah, but it's still different though. You gotta. It's still different. It's still a different amount of people.
It
And
is,
that game
yeah.
died before it even came out.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
yeah,
So
that's a good point.
here's why I asked you that. So The game came out, yeah, the servers are messed up and stuff, which I don't mind. It's frustrating, but it's sort of like, mm, all right, whatever. But then like they have a bug where it wipes your whole entire inventory, and they knew about that since the demo, but yet they have done nothing to fix it. Or then they say, hey, we're gonna push you back again because we don't want this to happen. This is what happened. What do people say? I mean, what, if that was you, if you was in that shoe, would you still be accepted about? Would you still accept that? Like if you was a consumer and they was like open and honest about like, hey, the game is not ready. Like we got a bug in here that we want to switch because it may infect a handful of people and it will wipe everything, all your progress off.
Oh, that like stuff to do with game progress. I don't know. I don't know. Cause that would be because it's one of those things that you have to like. So say there's a bug. If you save it, if you save the game, like do you have to keep saving it, or like no matter if you save it or not, it's going to keep
It's an
wiping
online
inventory?
game, it automatically saves.
Oh, okay. So you just lose your inventory.
Yep, everything. Everything in inventory.
Yeah, they either got to help you out in the back end. Like if they don't announce something that they going to do something for you in the back end, I'm like nah, like fuck y'all, real shit.
Yeah.
Because that has to be like some shit where it's like, hey, every week we should get a brand new item, like brand new legendary item added to our inventory type shit.
Yeah. Unless they can rebuild it. But no, that I'm saying like if but would you want that? Would you want the game to just be like pushed back? Or would you just want it to be released like it was now?
So for me, I'm a type of person where say like you remember what was it, 2012, Joel Santana dropped that mixtape and I forgot what was it. It had up at the top, it's just us. He had a he did like a remake of that.
All right, but go on.
But all right, so pretty much they were pushing that back and they were saying like because they wanted to get straight. I'm like, dog, like because this is what I'm saying. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I was being one of the main people like, dude, like we haven't heard music from you in a while. Just drop it. It's a mixtape, not an album. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's your album,
Yeah,
get it right. If it's a mixtape, it's like, dude, like your fans want to see it. Your fans want it, drop it.
yeah.
So with me, it's like you have with these games, I think for your fans, like say for a 2K fan, if 2K is broken, then just tell us it's broken, or like don't tell us we're gonna have features that we're not gonna have. Say, hey, the game
Mhm.
isn't finished yet. We're gonna have an update for later. So that's for me
Like
being a fan of
blocking.
something. Now, if I'm not really a fan of it, but like I'm aware of the game and like the hype for it, say like Outriders, yeah, I would prefer a finished game just because it's like I don't know how long this game's gonna keep my attention anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really it's hard. I think the best thing to do is just to try to please your fans. So yeah, I'll just release it and be like, "Hey, the game isn't finished yet," or just say, "Call it a beta." You know what I'm saying? Like,
They had a beta. See? He knew it was bullshit that you were saying. Yeah, fucking what's his name jumping off the fucking on top ropes.
but no, it's just like
Envy Thor.
Bulbasaur. But
Squirtle.
no, it's just one of the shits where it's like, yo, if you're a game company, you want to just please your fans, I would say here's the game. Just know we're gonna have updates to improve the game.
Bro, in the last bro, they have this thing. Game company have a pamphlet of like what not to do in their fucking lab. They saw what happened with No Man's Sky.
Yeah, yeah,
They saw what happened to Cyberpunk 2077.
yeah.
So for you to even fuck up anymore, you just don't give a fuck.
But
Like you
that's
don't
not
care.
because Dunny is still the obvious thing right now. It's like they're going to keep blaming the pandemic. So it's
Yeah.
like unless we have any other like unless
And just say we're pushing it back because we're just pushing it back. Like there's not going to be no game this year. Yes, the
that'll upset your
investors gonna be
fans though.
mad,
That'll upset
but
your fans.
hey, just tell them like, look, do y'all want us to put something out and it ends up like Cyberpunk?
You know,
And I thought,
a lot of
huh?
people say yeah, because they're going to see if they can stand it or not. But if it's something that they can't stand, then they're going to be like, oh, well, they should have just waited. It's like, well, bro,
Right.
like they told you it wasn't going to be incomplete. It told you it wasn't going to be complete. So
Yeah. And then my biggest thing, the reason why I talk about with the outrider shit, because that's happening outrider. Like they had the beta demo that you could play, right?
mhm.
And it had these issues in it. Then the full game come out. Their first major patch, they nerfed fucking everything pretty much, but didn't address that main problem. Made it worse.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's sort of like if you're and they only doing it because the 1% of the community that plays they have like 10,000 hours in it or
yeah.
some crazy amount of hours of making it too easy.
Mm,
But for a regular person like like me or like somebody else that don't play them that plays it probably like they probably only got like 50, 60 hours, something like that. I don't know how many hours I got really, but that's a lot. But like, you know what I'm saying?
mm,
That's hurting them. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting the big people. It's hurting the small people.
mm,
And majority of all the rules get put in place to hurt the small people because of the big people.
mm.
So it's sort of like you can't just nerf everything to the ground and then be like, I don't know why nobody playing the game now.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, this is the way they want it. Like, no, especially for RPG because I played Destiny. I had like over I think 2K hours in both, and nah, that game fucking was trash after a while. Like, because
yeah,
they kept fucking up shit, but they kept blaming Activision when it was Bungie that was fucking it up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, it's an interesting debate because it's like there's so many things that can go into that. But yeah, like I said,
like. How long did Assassin's Creed get taken out for? Like 2 years, a year or so?
I don't know. But you
Like
talking
you know
about
how
the
they used to
change from
release
the first one to the second one, or
no, like how they like used to put out. Then they waited like a year or two for Assassin's Creed to come out.
like which one?
Valhalla,
Oh, I don't know. No, because Origins was the one like in Egypt type shit, right?
I think so.
And Valhalla was the one after that. Was there one before?
I think the one after that. I think they waited like a year or two and put it out,
Yeah,
and
but
that made it better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta like push the thing back.
yeah, yeah.
We know
But
these niggas in 2K ain't gonna have that happening because y'all niggas are coon.
nah, I would say this too. Out of every game, I'm pretty sure ever since Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed figured it out. they they're so like they don't miss because they're like, oh, this is the formula. Cool. It's like, oh, we can add this. No, let's add this. Then let's add
Yeah,
this
they
this time.
they
But it's
add a
like
little bit of
they
stuff,
figured it out. Yeah.
but they do. But that break was much needed because it was getting stale.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they get stale, it's like, okay, let's change the fighting mechanics. So now you actually got to fight, instead of just
Yeah,
going up and hitting blade somebody every
yeah,
time. Like,
like
yeah,
2K.
it,
Let's change the shot meter, make it way harder because it was so easy. It's at 80%. You miss all your 80%. It's like, damn, I got the
look.
worst fucking luck.
Don't blame the 2K fans. Blame EA Sports for not providing any competition because now 2K has a damn monopoly on the basketball games. So
No,
it's
no,
EA
no,
Sports' fault.
no, 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 no. We're blaming the NFL for this shit. And the NFL never signed an exclusivity contract with the EA. We would
Oh,
have had 2K football,
oh yeah,
and
yeah. So they
and
would have had to, yeah,
yeah, they would have had to do double work. But since
yeah,
that's the only game they got, they're like, fuck it, it's
yeah.
gonna beat your ass with this shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The Madden shit, yeah, did change because
Yeah,
EA Sports was like, "Hey, shit, we got the NFL money. Fuck it."
yeah. Then they was like, oh shit, niggas don't really like this. No
Yeah,
shit, bitch.
I know. But they did low key like turn up with Battlefield for a little bit, but that was it. But
Yo, 2K still got the best football game. I don't care what anybody say. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't think it. Yeah,
um, Yeah, I said that's about it.
That was
For,
episode 59 or the, you know what I'm saying? Not even in the 50.
real shit. What episode is it? Oh, it's 39. Episode 30. Okay, next week is 40. Next week is 40. Ah, look at these
Yeah,
guns.
next
Look at these guns. Ah, ah, ah.
nigga, why did it sound like you were trying to bust a nut?
Shut up. But done.
Don't, nah, that's gay, bro. That's gay. But nah,
Yeah. Let me go ahead.
yeah,
I
you know, it's
will.
40, you know what I'm saying? They say 40 feel like the new 20 or some bullshit like that. Whatever
But,
these dumb, whatever, you know, these dumb older ladies say to make themselves feel younger again.
but all right, I'm about to work on get these clips out. I'll try to get
Let me
2
see
out
that
tonight.
coochie hair like gray hair.
But I'll holler at you later. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. But all right, nigga.